Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, Earthlings. Hope you're all having a lovely day. Yes, sugar in court. Yes, you read right. It was a few days ago. This is actually me, incandescent with rage. So I'm trying to keep a lid on this. I'm trying to be reasonable. I'm trying very hard to look for an explanation as to why this woman chose to do this to Graham and me and the rest of our family, threatened to kill us while she knew damn well, and she bragged, I know he's got cancer. Oh, he hasn't got cancer, he's lying about cancer. I vividly remember it all. I equally vividly remember 3 other YouTubers joining in, thinking it was very funny. Especially from January to June of this year. That's when I just stopped looking on X. I just stopped. And yeah, they're all going to go down like dominoes. Because this woman's going to squeal like a little bitch, as Trevor says. Now, sugar. Oh, I've gone all dark. This bloody phone, you know, when I get a new one, I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. Launch it into outer space, I think. Where do I start? Well, let's start with my necklace, shall we? Because I'm seeing that as an explanation. Because this woman, who has been up in Leeds Magistrates Court for threatening to bomb Buckingham Palace, remember that? And this is going to be an edited video. So just for anyone who's new, who wasn't around at the time, back in May of this year, on the 21st of May, and I think the 22nd or 23rd of May, I uploaded a couple of videos about this very subject. A sugar threatening to bomb Buckingham Palace. The troll account name was @OliverCromwellX. I'm not going to name this lady on this video because she has been named in the newspapers, the Daily Mail, all of them. And yes, I will be contacting her local newspapers. I don't know where to start with this one, actually. I'm aghast. I mean, what in the hell did we ever do to this woman who we'd never heard of before in our lives? And now I've got one of her friends coming at me on X saying, oh, well, it was, you know, it was actually all to do with a conspiracy. The CIA were after her. Well, woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. As if we didn't already know, Meghan fans, sugars, not all Meghan fans, right? Not all Meghan fans. Some people like Meghan Markle for whatever reason. That's their business. And they don't go around attacking people. There aren't many of them. But then there are these sugars who we have all deeply suspected were paid. I don't know if this one was paid. I've no idea. I'll tell you one thing for sure. I'm going to be in Leeds on the day of her sentencing. And I'll tell you something else. Calm down, Fiona. There's a thing called restorative justice. And when I get the police to finally charge this woman for threatening to kill me and Graham while we were going through one of the worst times in our lives, threatening to put a bullet in our heads, I'm going to ask for restorative justice because I want to sit opposite a table and look this woman right in the eye and ask her, what the fuck did we ever do to you? Well, that brings me back to my necklace. This woman, on her Facebook page, if you want to know her identity, hop on over to my X. Just have a look anywhere on X. It's everywhere. Or, better still, Google woman in court for bomb hoax Buckingham Palace. All the newspapers have printed not only her full name, her age, but also her address. She's got a Palestinian flag. Right, let's start with, I believe she posted this on Facebook within the last couple of days. I WhatsApped it to Graham. I mean, I can't believe this. This is all because I critique Meghan Markle. That's why. Harry, Meghan, do you want to denounce these sugars? Or are you going to wait for it to hit the headlines, the big time headline? Daily Mail reporters, Mirror, oh no, not the Mirror, because they're anti-monarchy, aren't they? And they like to kiss ass. They don't care if people undergoing chemotherapy get threatened with a bullet in their head. Yeah, you don't care about that, do you? Guardian newspaper, Independent, all your little suck ass of Meghan and Harry. Why don't you investigate? Who in the hell is this woman? Who in the hell is this woman? Well, this is where it started. Back in 2023, on the 10th of May, Oliver Cromwell X posted, actually copied in the Met Police. This was her downfall eventually anyway. Nothing would give me greater pleasure if the racist, poisonous Fiona Mont and her fellow plastic gangster partner took a bullet to both their heads. Charming. Charming. I mustn't name her. Wouldn't want to infringe on her rights, would we? It says one day ago, this was on her Facebook page. Hey, deranged, racist, jealous Meghan Markle haters and supporters of genocide in Gaza. So I do believe this is an anti-Semitic crime. I do believe. Trawl through my comments just to try and report, why don't you? Report my comment about what I think should happen to pedos. Sorry, who's a pedo? I don't know if you can see me at all or not. Anyway, if you can't tell, the phone is the least of my worries today. Makes sense in light of who you support. Says everything about you and who you support. Satanic, bad to the bone, pedo-enabling, parasitic family. Ugh, Graham's phone's gone off. This is literally like a conspiracy. His phone has literally just died on me. I can't read any more of that. I'll have to charge it. Now, this particular troll you've all heard me talk about before is called Olivia Cromwell. Its actual tag name is Oliver Cromwell X, and it is over on X. And I'll make some space here so you can see this screenshot of what they said on the 17th of May. So a few days ago. I've only just found this. This is the headline. As a long-term, wrongly, globally targeted individual forcing action, dear at Met Police UK, very extraordinary to copy the Met Police in on this, I will boarding a train, in brackets, passengers safe, close brackets, to London. I have on a backpack with explosives and drone. My destination is Buckingham Palace. Now, this particular account is the same account that threatened to put a bullet in mine and Graham's head round about this time last year, which I pinned a screenshot of to the top of my X account. Don't make YouTube videos, just phone the police. Well, you're dead naive, because a lot of the time the police will not act. How many calls do you think the police get a day? Oh, I'm being stalked on Twitter. Probably about 500 million a day, if not an hour. But when you have mass voices saying, go look at this, someone is saying they have got explosives in a rucksack, they're going to Buckingham Palace, and they are going to their target with a drone, yes, that is something that if a lot of people report it, and it worked. As you will all have seen, the Olivia Cromwell X account was suspended about 50 minutes after my video upload. That's how fast all of you guys acted and worked. We'll come back to that because Graham's phone has just gone kaput for no apparent reason. It's like Satan, innit? Could it be something to do with the necklace? I don't know. I'm not actually Jewish, guys. I wear this as a statement against racism against Jewish people. That does not mean I support politically the state of Israel. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I've never said. It doesn't mean at all that I support what Hamas did. Kidnapping those innocent teenagers and kids, young people enjoying themselves at a music. Well, this woman thinks that was just fabulous. That was wonderful what Hamas did. These people walk amongst us, free. Where are the lunatic asylums when you need them? Now, I read in the article, and this is going to be a developing story. There's going to be more videos, I'm sure, from me and other YouTubers about this. Sugar. She unashamedly says she hates us all with the Rangers. She wants to put a bullet in mine and Graham's head. She wants to blow up Buckingham Palace. Now, I read What they've said in the newspaper articles, and I'll put a link or two, is they claim this guy is the prosecutor. Well, I don't think so. I googled this lawyer, and I think that's her defence lawyer, because he said to the judge, District Judge Tim Capstan, he said, "Oh, she just made these comments a little bit out of context. She's got messages." And the judge said, well, it's in her own interest to find those messages and prove her innocence and prove this was all a big misunderstanding. Well, I'm sorry. I don't see how her comments can be taken out of context. In fact, I'll get Graham to edit in what she said about Buckingham Palace on the 17th of May. So we got the death threat last year. Didn't take it that seriously. I just thought, well, I mean, it's quite typical of Sugars, isn't it? This is very typical behaviour of Sugars. I dare Meghan Markle or Prince Harry, Christopher Boozy, Omid Scobie, Ellie Hall, or any of the other kissasses. You find a death threat where our community has done, not a stooge Sugar that's pretending to be a Megxiteer saying this kind of stuff. You find me, generally, anybody, but you go in the Sugar territory, oh my God, it's just peppered with death threats, isn't it? What also makes me really angry is that it took all of us to report a bomb threat about Buckingham Palace for the police to actually bloody act eventually. So what does that make the rest of us? Oh, just dog shit, just peasants, doesn't matter. Yeah, death threat between peasants, who gives a crap? Oh, threatened to bomb Buckingham Palace. Oh, now you're going to hear music. So Trevor and I and Graham didn't hear about this from the police. Didn't hear about it from Suffolk, from Sussex, from Kent. We didn't hear about it from the Met Police. No, we heard about it from the lovely Debbie on Twitter. Thank you so much. In fact, yesterday, my video, the reason I stopped reading the comments was because I came to Debbie's, where she said, "Did you know Oliver Cromwell X has been arrested?" And I went straight to it. Graham, me, Trevor, we just couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. We thought at first maybe it was a coincidence that this woman, she's called Diane, threatened to, she's up in court, threatened to bomb Buckingham Palace in a bomb hoax on Twitter, on a Twitter post on the 17th of May. And Graham said, well, when was it that Oliver Cromwell X threatened to bomb Buckingham Palace? I said, I'm sure it was the 17th, I'm sure it was. It took like an hour of trawling through, and then Graham was going through my videos, of which we'll put a clip, and he went, oh my God, it was the 17th of May, it's got to be her, it's got to be her. And it was on Twitter. And the part that she's ended up in court for is copying in the Met Police. Or one of her mates on Twitter says, oh, she always wanted to be arrested. She wanted to be arrested because she wants the publicity to advertise the conspiracy theory. She really wants everybody to know. She wants to lose her job. She wants to lose her house. She's got a house worth 200,000. You think I'm not going to sue you when the criminal stuff's over? Are you mad? Are you mad, woman? I mean, you are clearly mad. To threaten to bomb Buckingham Palace, to threaten to put bullets in mine and Graham's head, and on both to copy in the Met Police. You have got to be insane. And then getting your mates to come and tweet at me saying that I'm going to be imminently arrested for money laundering from Gibraltar and Sussex police are going to come and arrest me. Right, Nutter, where do I start? Number one, what money laundering in Gibraltar? What in the hell are you talking about, you lunatic Sugars? Number two, what jurisdiction do you think Sussex police have over the Royal Gibraltar Police on the Rock of Gibraltar, even if it's British territory? And even more, what authority do you think that the Sussex police have here in La Linea? You really are quite mental, aren't you? Quite mental. I have to go to Leeds. I have to look this creature in the eye. I have to see a real life Sugar in court getting sentenced. The judge has suggested that it could be anything up to a 6-month prison sentence. Now, if this is, I mean, I don't know. I don't think she's even put pleas in yet. I will read out the rest of her Facebook posts, or you can go to my Twitter and you can see them there. I mean, why didn't the police call me or Trevor or Graham? What's going on with Gloucestershire police, whatever it's called? Because they keep saying, you know, someone has been arrested, but they can't tell us yet. I mean, what are we, mushrooms? They are going through this woman's DMs, and the others are shitting themselves, as you can well imagine. I would be too. I mean, how could they even suggest that for a bomb hoax you just get 6 months? What this woman needs is some serious psychotherapy, genuine psychotherapy, not from any pretend therapists or counsellors on YouTube. Genuine. The whole house is going to fall down over this. What I would love to see is journalists at the Daily Mail or any newspaper really digging into this woman. Was she paid? Who's she mates with? She said she has started locking down bits of her Facebook account. Eventually. She says she was happy to be arrested because we're all racists. Sorry, that's a plane taking off. I can't believe it. And how much longer do we have? I'm going to do another video today about Harry and Meghan, because I saw more stuff coming out last night. I just can't get over this. And also, this woman tweeted at one point, get this, you're going to love this. Nee nor, no one's knocking at my door. Remember that? Oh dear. That aged well, didn't it? You moron, lunatic, idiot, vile piece of human crap that you are. You joined in laughing at our daughter, that she was a human experiment. And this is all on the basis, is it, that I wear this necklace and that I critique Meghan Markle, that you feel that you have the right to threaten to kill not only me, but my husband, who's got nothing to do with it. He hasn't done anything. You think that's okay? You think it's okay to join in and laugh with 3 YouTubers, 2 big YouTubers and 1 little YouTuber who seems to have zipped his lips for now. And if he does rear his head, I will read out my response letter to his pathetic letter before action that he sent me back in June. I will. I'll read the whole bloody thing out and shame him to the core. I think he at least is beginning to realise that when I say these things, they're not idle threats. I am holding myself back. I am trying to do the decent thing, but keep push. It's coming. Olivia Cromwell X, friend of Twatalanta, friend of Not Trevor Cult. 2 Twitter accounts who committed Twitter suicide. They deleted themselves. They did this big countdown that Trevor was going to be arrested and go to prison. And they did this big countdown to, I think it was to the 1st of July. It was a Monday. And then they committed Harry Carey on Twitter. They were obviously counting down to their own demise. And no, Trevor hasn't been arrested. He's not in prison. Neither am I. Neither's Graham. I see there's this other little sugar, and she is a sugar. She is paid. She's got a YouTube channel, really tiny one. Shit Stirrer Supreme. I've been watching her lives. In the last couple of lives, she don't want to talk about any of us. It's like the wide-mouthed frog. Oh no, I'm a narrow-mouthed frog. Don't eat me, snake. Nah, we've got everything. Me, Duchess of North Sussex, Gertie Rude, Glinda the Good. And a whole host of you guys. We've got all the screen records, all the screenshots. How unfortunate. And they used to laugh at us. They used to say, when are the arrests coming? CIA, MIA, FBI, MI6. No one's getting arrested. No, no one's knocking on my door. Well, someone's knocked on this woman's door. And she's up in court. And she says she might plead not guilty. I hope she bloody well does. I look forward to a trial. Let's hear every painful, excruciating, disgusting dog shit thing she's done. Let's play it all out. This is a sugar. A sugar. Oh my God. Was Ian Sexton following Olivia Cromwell X? Yeah, I think he was. Christopher Boozy. Didn't you star on somebody's Netflix docuseries? What in the hell is going on? Now, any journalist out there worth their salt, this is the story of the century. It really is. If you were to find a connection, Harry the Trot, after all their kindfulness and mindfulness and compassionateness online, really, if you were to actually, instead of regurgitating copy, paste and cut, instead of doing all that boring shit, if you were to actually do some investigative journalism, instead of leaving it down to all of us guys on YouTube or Twitter to find out, you might have the story of the century. But nah, why bother? Easier to get the rest of us to do it. I see there are big people. There's, I'm not going to name him, but there was a journalist who was smeared horribly by the sugars. And then he goes and has a guest on, who's one of them. He's oblivious, absolutely oblivious. He's there, oh yeah, I've got my guest on today. She was bullied by Christopher Boozy and some of the Megxit community. Yeah, like an idiot. I won't name him, but I am dying to. Lady C, please have a word with your mate. Please have a word with your mate and point out a few things to him. Check it out, Dan. Sorry, did I say Dan? No. Well, I think I'm going to leave it there, guys, because, as I say, I am beside myself. Why did this woman do this? Can she understand the cruelty of what she did to Graham? Can the other YouTubers understand the cruelty of what they did to Graham? Oh my God, let's all have a good laugh at cancer pay. I tell you what, guys, let's go out and find some people who have got cancer and we'll all have a bloody good laugh about it, because it's so fucking amusing, isn't it? I want this woman to go to prison. I've emailed the judge. I've contacted West Yorkshire Police. I am not going to stop. I am going to hammer until she goes to prison. This is an imprisonable offence. I hope you're watching, District Judge Cap Split, whatever your name is. I hope you're watching. I hope her defence lawyer's watching. This was not just something taken out of context, a slip of the tongue, a slip of the keyboard. This is not what you call two-tier policing. Oh, I got locked up in prison because I threatened to kill a couple of people. It was only a couple of death threats. Oh, our free speech is being stolen. Sorry to sound angry. Sorry to sound sarcastic. I'm going for a long walk. A long fucking walk. There's going to be a lot of people who hang their heads in shame. Suffolk Police, certain officers at Suffolk Police. My God, you're going to have egg on your face. I'll be surprised if your careers survive this, you little bitches. Kent Police, God bless you. Sussex Police, God bless you. You have tried and tried and tried, and you have hit brick wall after brick wall after brick wall. I wonder why Trevor suddenly got remonetised. Trolls and Sugars are being arrested, but are still up in court. Harry's left Meghan. Could there be a connection between the three? I wonder. And can anybody blame me for wondering, is there a connection? Feel free to share the shit out of this far and wide. Let's get Leeds, whatever local newspaper, run this story. Who is this woman? Why did she do this? Why did she torment a cancer patient? Why did she threaten to kill a cancer patient? Why? Give yourself some headlines. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to my rant. I'll see you later. Guys.